Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're going to get into something that, let's be honest, we all deal with. Those really big, sometimes tricky, but super important conversations with our family. You know the ones about career paths, or maybe moving away, or personal beliefs. They can get so tough. But what if there was a better way to do it? A way to actually connect instead of clashing? Well, let's dive in.
It's the big question, right? Why does it sometimes feel like you're speaking a completely different language with the people you know best in the world? The stakes just feel so high, emotions are running hot, and it often turns into this battle where someone has to win and someone has to lose. But what if we could just change that whole dynamic?
To really unpack this, let's walk through a story that I think is going to feel pretty familiar to a lot of you. It's that classic conflict, a kid's big dreams up against a parent's deep-seated fears. So, let's meet Seema. So this is Seema. She's just wrapped up 12th standard, and she is standing at one of those huge crossroads in life. And she has a super clear vision for what she wants her future to look like. It's full of ambition, it's exciting, but as it so often happens, her vision is about to crash right into someone else's.
And here it is. This is the heart of the conflict, laid out like two roads going in totally different directions. See, Seema, she's dreaming of the big city, of becoming a radio jockey, studying media. Her dad, on the other hand, he pictures her future much closer to home, as a teacher, and these aren't just different jobs we're talking about, they're like two completely different worlds.
Now, it's so easy to hear words like these and just think they're restrictive, right? But here's what's so important to understand: the intention that's hiding behind them. This isn't really about control. It's about protection. From his point of view, giving his daughter a simple life, a safe life, that's the absolute best gift he can give her.
So, who's right here? And who's wrong? It's the question we automatically ask ourselves. But you know what? Maybe that's the wrong question to be asking in the first place. What if the goal isn't about deciding who wins, but about actually building a bridge of understanding between them?
So, how in the world do we build that bridge? Well, the good news is we don't have to guess. There's actually a practical 4-step method we can all use. I want you to think of it like a toolkit for having better conversations, filled with the exact tools we need to turn that conflict into a real connection. Let's open it up. Here they are, the 4 key tools in our kit. Okay, first, ask. And not just any questions, but open-ended questions that show you're genuinely curious. Second, listen. Really listen, with empathy, to try and understand the feelings behind their words. Third, share. Basically, repeat back what you heard in a neutral way, just to make sure you're on the same page. And finally, acknowledge. Find something, anything in what they're saying that you can genuinely agree with. But let's be super clear about something. This isn't some magic trick. These steps are just the mechanics. The real power, the thing that makes it all work, is the attitude you bring with you. If you don't have a genuine desire to understand, the words are going to fall flat. But if you do, you can change absolutely everything. Okay, now we get to my favorite way of thinking about this whole process. It's like gardening. Just think about it for a second. You can't just toss seeds onto hard, dry, cracked ground and expect this beautiful garden to grow, right? Nope. First, you have to prepare the earth. And this is how it all clicks together. Those 4 steps we just went over, the asking, the listening, the sharing, and the acknowledging, that is how you prepare the earth. You're basically creating a soft, receptive, welcoming environment where new ideas can actually take root and have a chance to grow. So what does this actually look like in Seema's situation? Well, instead of jumping in to defend her dream, she could start by just saying something like, "Dad, I can see how much you care about my safety." That one sentence does so much work. It acknowledges his fear, it validates his love, and it immediately starts to soften the soil. That's preparing the earth. So once the earth is prepared, once that ground is receptive and ready, then it's time to plant your own seeds. And this is all about sharing your ideas, but doing it thoughtfully. And guess what? There's a process for this too. And this is such a key thing to remember. You are not giving a presentation. You're not standing on a stage talking at someone. A real conversation is a two-way street. It's a back and forth exchange, like a dance of speaking and listening. So, how do you plant your seeds so they have the best chance to grow? First, choose just your key ideas. Don't try to say everything all at once. Second, decide the best order to share them in. Third, come prepared with actual information. For SEMA, this could be facts about scholarships or campus safety statistics. And finally, and this one is so important, plan for this to be an ongoing process.
Yeah, just remember, this isn't a race to the finish line. You're probably not going to resolve a major life decision in one 10-minute chat. The biggest issues, the most important ones, they often need several conversations. So think of it as an ongoing dialogue, not a one-time debate. Honestly, that takes so much pressure off trying to get everything perfect in a single talk.
All right, so we've looked at the problem and we've unpacked the entire toolkit. Now we get to the most important part of all, actually applying this stuff to our own lives. It's time to put it into practice. And if you take away just one thing, let it be this. If you go into these conversations trying to win the argument, you've already lost. The real victory, the true win, is when both people can walk away feeling heard, feeling respected, and feeling understood, even if you still don't completely agree. So I'm going to leave you with this final thought. Thinking about these tools, remembering to prepare the earth before you plant your seeds, what is the one important conversation that you need to have? Thanks for joining me.